Now, in this video, we're just going to be looking at the various files that e-Redact can produce. There are three format files. One is the markup file, which we're going to discuss in more detail. The second is a draft file, which is basically an audit. It indicates where redactions have taken place within the document in an opaque layer. And the third is the redacted copy. Now we're just going to first start off with the markup file. Now, what is this particular file? This has several uses. It can be used for saving the redaction. So let's just say we have been redacting quite a complex document. We want to finish that document and say go home in the evening as an example, and then pick up where we left off the following day. It's a physical file, so we're just going to have a look at this one to start off with, this particular file type, and just discuss how this is configured. If we just have a look in options, if we just go into settings, I can basically define where to look for with this markup file. What the markup file is, it's an overlay that's applied to the original documents, which show where the redactions have taken place. I can define where that is saved, and when the document is open, I can also define which folders the markup is saved in. But besides this, I've got this set up to save in the source document folder. So when I open that document, it will look in that folder, but it can be any folder that you want. Okay, if I just go OK to that, I can actually open any markup file just by going into File, Markup, and opening from here. This is quite an interesting area here. Say, for example, one of my colleagues has created these redactions. I'm a reviewer. I can actually open I can browse and open their markup file, and I can from here take ownership of those redactions and edit them. As standard, they are read-only, but I can take ownership of them, and then I can edit them. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to save this. Okay, you can see there, it's prompting me to save this. I'm going to save it in my source folder. Okay, if I close e-Redact now, and then to simulate, we've closed our machine down, we come in the following morning, I can then open that original file, and it will then see that I've got a markup file. And now you can see that I have got a simple audit of all the redactions that I've created. So just as before, I can actually select these, I can delete them, I've got full control over them. So if we just have a look at that folder, I just want to show how we can actually look at these various folders and files. Okay, just bring this over here. Okay, these are our source files. There's our markup file there. Okay, it's in our source files. I've just created a very simple structure here. I've created a folder for my audits, folder for my redacted. I've also got a folder for my scripts. These are the search terms that I showed in the previous video, where we were looking at search term libraries. These libraries are outside the system, so we can, by doing this, we can actually share these with other users. So what we can do now, we're going to create the audit copy and the redacted copy. We can select the draft, which is the audit copy. We can create the PDF of that. Now this screen, this dialog here, is used for both the redacted and the audit copy. You wouldn't necessarily create an audit copy for all your documents. For example, a single page email, it's doubtful whether you'd create an audit copy for that because it's so small. It's probably what you wouldn't create a markup. But we can change this. We can change this the default size, so we can change it to an ISO A4. We can control exactly what we put into this audit. All pages, the current pages, designated pages. So let's just say that we're only concerned with, say, the first 5 pages of a document, or certain designated pages. We can define what we take out into this audit file. I can include bookmarks, block attributes, hyperlinks, so we can still, if those elements are not redacted, we can still provide intelligence to the document. I've taken out hidden text here. I can also password protect this file. So I'm going to publish this file here. So I'm going to publish this into my audit. Okay, it's just going to overwrite that. I can then create my redacted copy. Again, you can see it's a very similar dialog box to what we had before. I can control exactly what I produce in that redacted copy. So I can publish all pages, current pages, or just the designated pages. I can apply a password, so I can publish that. So I'm going to create that in my redacted copy, my redacted folder. And that completes this video. Thank you.